Hey, hey, hey.
Hi.
Our first Google Hangout. Woo woo.
There, so I don't have so much window in there.
All right. Our first Google Hangout. Hoping everybody can hear us. We'll wait for a few of those that are going to come on to join, and then we'll get started. We know this is during the day. Some people are at work, so we will be sharing this link with them later.
Yeah, we've had actually quite a few people express that they want to see the recording because they have to work or their kids. You know, they're
holiday
involved.
mug.
Yeah. So we're just going to wait a couple minutes till let people join. We do have people signed up to hang out with us, and then we'll get started and get into all the juicy stuff.
For the holidays.
Yay. Ooh, Jen's going to sing for you.
No, I'm not going to sing. Singing is not my
we're
thing.
Really in for a treat. Huh?
Dancing is my thing, but not singing.
Yeah, I like to sing when I'm by myself. But
yeah, in the shower.
Yeah, in the car, I'll jam out, and then you think you're the best singer ever.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna get right started. Like we said, we will have quite a few people that we'll share the link with them later. So we want to get right going. So welcome, and we're welcoming ourselves to our first Google Hangout.
Yeah, we're finally getting with it, right?
So we are the Oso Sisters. I'm Jen.
And I'm Christine.
And we are wellness coaches and spiritual mentors. And we help our clients really dive deep with some things that they might be struggling with, whether it's relationships or food or just going through a difficult time in their life. We teach them some tools to go within and find the answers and ultimately move beyond those struggles. So that's what we do. And one of the things we do, we wear many hats.
We do. We wear a lot of hats. And this is truly a passion of ours. And we'll give you a brief little background on us. But we've been in business together, Jen and I, for over 10 years. And we have an interior design background together and have a huge passion for that as well. We love to make things beautiful and cozy and warm and tranquil and inviting and all of these things. And then we created an organic meditation cushion 2 years ago. Well, actually, it's like 3 years ago now, but which we love and use in our sacred spaces. And those when we created that really led us down this path of wellness and just wanting to share the love with people and share our tools and what has helped us, what has healed us, what has helped us get past, like Jen said, our limiting beliefs, and helped us to just really
create
transform.
A life that we love.
Yeah, just getting out of the funks when we if you tend to get into a funk, or if you're going through a major life transition, and we've just created all of these tools that you can turn to in any given moment to get you to where you want to be, to live that life that you love. And that
and these tools that were a result of our own personal experiences and our own trials and tribulations and transformational events in our life that we've gone through. So these tools are a result of us actually using them and then starting
researching.
So
really years of using these and researching and trial and error and what's working, and oh my gosh, this isn't working, I'm still feeling like shit. And so it's just really we felt that we need to take the guesswork out of it for other people. We need to make it easier for other people to get here faster. And that is why we have set out on this path to help others, because it's like, when you know these things and you know that they work, why keep them to yourself? You need to share the love with as many people as you possibly can. So we're extremely passionate about that. We love to help our clients get there, and we love to see the results, and it's amazing.
Yes.
So
Certainly is.
with a little, that's our background, our quick little background.
Yeah, we could go on and on.
Yeah.
Dive into our personal stories. Actually, if you want to hear our story, you can head over to ososisters.com. We do, it's on our YouTube page too. We have how Oso came to be, and we share more of our personal stories over there, and how Om Sweet Om, Oso Sisters, came to be, and more of like our personal journey, our personal path. So yeah, feel free to head on over there if you want to listen to that. So,
and if you don't know us, we are big into meditation. It is our number one tool that gets us through each day. And we always make time to do some form of it, whether it's a couple minutes to 20 minutes to however long we can fit in that day.
Yeah.
So we want to start out with just a short, brief little meditation to get the energy flowing and to bring us all to the present moment and to be here.
Get ready for Om for the holidays.
Yes. Okay. Jen, you want to lead us in the meditation?
Sure.
Okay.
So let's all just take a moment and close your eyes if you're feeling comfortable. Get comfortable in your seat. If you're at your desk and you have your headphones on, or if you're in your car, don't close your eyes, but get comfortable, and just take a moment to take a deep cleansing breath in and out. And do this again. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Allow yourself to release any tension you may be feeling in your body. Any negativity from your morning commute or from your job. As you breathe gently, just feel that tension leaving you. It's time to let it go. You don't need it anymore. It's not serving you now. You have a new moment here with a fresh, cleansing breath. You're starting new. So take this moment and really be present. Feel the air as it enters your chest. Feel it as you release it. Just be with your breath. And now, as you breathe gently in and out, set the intention for being completely present here with us on this Google Hangout for the next 30 minutes or so. Know that you have been guided here for a reason. Know that there is a message here for you, or for you to share with someone else. Be open to what that message might be. Be open to learning something new. As thoughts and ideas come up, be non-judgmental of yourself and of others. Just allow them to come up and then let them go. Take a nice, big, deep cleansing breath in one more time. And release.
Amazing.
And now we're ready.
Yay.
Yay.
I needed that, actually.
So did I.
It's like you're starting your second half of the day, and it's for us anyways. Some people are just starting their day, but we are, we wear so many hats, and it's just like, it's nice to be here in this environment and to connect with you.
And we only took like 2 minutes, and you feel better like that.
You do.
That's all it takes sometimes. Some people think you have to sit for, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to an hour. You don't necessarily, just to bring yourself back to that space. It only really takes you a couple minutes, a couple deep cleansing breaths to bring you back to that present moment, which is which is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good.
So let's get started. What we are doing here, what is for the holidays? What is that all about? Why did we feel like it was so important to create this training and slash little hangout that we were creating? But why did we do that, and what does it mean? And so thank you for joining us again. And basically, we just hear so much from our clients and from people around us that the holidays are just so stressful, and we get overwhelmed, and there's so many things that come up for people who are going through major life transitions. Maybe you've had a death in the family, or maybe you're going through a divorce right now, or perhaps financially you're struggling. Whatever it is, there's always seems like things are heightened around the holidays, and people feel more stress and more overwhelmed, and it just makes us so sad when we hear that, because it doesn't need to be that way. And there are always going to be changes in your life. There are always going to be things that are coming up, but there are tools that can help you bounce back to that feeling of well-being and that good positive place inside. So that's what we wanted to do today. We just really wanted to give you a couple tools and tips for making this a great holiday season, no matter where you are in your life right now.
Yeah. So the few things that we're going to cover are how there's people that trigger you, and that in itself can, if you dwell on that and like in 2 weeks you're going to see this person, it's really going to just put you in this negative vibe for that amount of time, and then really it just makes the whole experience negative as well. So we're gonna give you some tips on how to get through that, and
how to stay in your Zen zone when you're out shopping.
Yes.
Or if you are stuck in crazy traffic, whatever it is, we'll help you, give you some tips for keep staying in that Zen zone. And then finally, we're going to talk about how to give the present of presence. And what we mean by that is how to be in the moment, like we are right now, like we just talked about in meditation, how to give that as your gift. And that is really one of the most important gifts that you can give. And that is you being fully present in the moment with your children, with your loved ones, with your spouse, with your friends, wherever you may be, in your holiday gatherings, really giving the present of your presence and being fully there and laughing and having just a great time. So we're gonna share that too.
And that's an easy gift to give.
Yeah.
Really.
And it's free.
Yeah. How about that? So we're going to begin with
how do you get into your Zen zone?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. And it's so easy when you go to Target, like in your normal time that you go to Target, like 2 in the afternoon, and it's so chill and quiet at your time, and it's nuts right now. I mean, it's totally crazy. So how do you not go like roll your eyes and be like, oh my gosh, the line is so long, and oh my gosh, they don't have what I was looking for? And I mean, it's like all of that. Yeah. You really can get caught up in that so easily.
Yeah.
So how do you not?
Yeah. So the best thing to do, the number one tip, is you have to set the intention the first thing in the morning in your day. You have to start your day out with a meditation. You have to start, usually what you have planned for the day. So let's say you're waking up, you're going to do some shopping. I just did this. I went out Black Friday. I know, crazy, right? But I went out later in the day. But I did set the intention that all was going to go well for me, that things were just going to be fine, and nothing was going to bother me. And sure enough, I show up, I got like the first spot in my parking area. I just rolled right through the lines. It was just easy breezy. So the most important thing you can do is just set the intention for the day. So you're going to get up, do a quick meditation, really just kind of visualize how you want your day to go. Do you see yourself just kind of flowing through traffic easily? Whatever it is that you have planned for that day, really just be in that positive place with it, that positive energy with it, and know and trust and feel that everything is going to go just fine for you. And it will. So it starts in the very beginning of your day. If you wake up on the wrong foot and you're just kind of grouchy and you're off, you are going to continue to have those things happening for you as you move through the day. You will continue to attract those kinds of people and that kind of energy into your life as you move through the day.
Because you're putting it out there. I mean, if you put it out, whatever you put out there is going to come back to you. So if you find that you're putting blame on all these other people because their grouchiness, or your kids happen to be in that bad mood, or your husband or whomever, it's really the energy you're putting out there. So you're going to get it back to you. So you really, that setting your intention is huge. It's so important. And, it will change your day. And ask for, if you're feeling that you're struggling trying to find that peace or that patience, ask for it. Ask from your guides, ask from your angels, ask from God, ask what you can do, or ask for the patience, or to see it in a different light. So that helps too.
And you must schedule in your time for your meditation. You won't make it happen if you don't schedule it in. So if you know you have to be up early and you have to get going right away, you know the night before that you got to set your alarm clock for 10 more minutes extra to schedule that time in for yourself. It's crucial.
Yeah. And if you don't get it in the morning, do it at your lunchtime, or do it, pull over and do it for 10 minutes in your car or whatever. Literally squeeze it in, like put it in if you feel like you don't have the time to do it.
Right. And then the other thing is, just as you head out, just find the sense of humor as you move through your day. Laughter really is such a great medicine. And as you're going through the stores, or you're driving or whatever, and you've got a road rage person around you, really just try and laugh it off. Like, put a smile on your face and really try to go to that place of humor and just think, oh, that poor person is not feeling it today. Well, I don't want to be involved in their negative vibes. So I'm just going to let them be, and I'm going to mosey on my way. But try and laugh it off. Or if you encounter somebody who's, a clerk or whoever, or a person around you shopping who's like screaming at their kids or whatever, just kind of give yourself a little chuckle on the inside and keep moseying on. So I think laughter, always finding the humor in whatever is happening, is really important, because in the big picture, whatever that was is not worth you being upset about. There's so much in that moment for you to be grateful for. So you got to go back to that. You got to go back to that gratitude and be like, I can breathe. I'm grateful for my breath. I'm grateful that I'm able to even drive to the store. I'm grateful that I'm able to even go shopping today. I'm grateful that I had gas for my car. I'm grateful that I have legs to walk. There's so much we could go on and on about what we have to be grateful for. So in those moments, come back to that. Always come back to that.
Right.
It works.
So those are actually several tips in one. Find the sense of humor and find the gratitude, because there's always something to be grateful for. So those are two really big ones that work. Honestly, always. And when you're in that moment of feeling like you have nothing to be grateful for, go back to your breath, and you're here. You're on earth, you're living. And if you are, there's a purpose and there's a reason. So just go back to that if you can't find it. And, I think another thing for people right now is finances. It's like there's so much to be spending money on right now. Right. And if you're feeling like that is a source of stress for you right now, really change your thought pattern around it. Instead of saying, I can't afford this right now, or I don't have any money, or I don't have enough to do this, change your thought pattern and be thankful that you do have money. Be thankful for what you do have. And we like to do positive affirmations around this as well, and change any sort of negative patterns into a positive. I am financially abundant. I am thankful for this money that is flowing into me with ease right now. And it's really about, again, changing that thought pattern and, attracting what you're putting out there. So you have to change it so that you attract what you want. Mm-hmm. So you cannot, to sit there and complain about it in a negative way is a way to attract that negativity around the financial. Mm-hmm. So obviously that's a big one. And we know that there's more that you're spending money on, and you want to give the best of everything to people. But remember too, that people don't necessarily need that super expensive gift. They might just want the gift of your presence, and you can give that. If you are feeling like that, you're watching your your money spending right now, why don't you offer to take a friend out for coffee or out for a glass of wine? And, that right there is creating a memory, and it's creating this bonding time. And that in itself is the best gift. I mean, you're going to purge that purse or shoes or whatever that you bought. Eventually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you're anything like me and you're a purger, but
Yeah.
So anyway, it's just, there's so much to do other than stressing over the financials right now. Right. So just do what you can and don't make that a part of it right now.
Yeah. And try and change your whole mindset around it. So really, like Christine said, focusing on what you do have and what you do have to be grateful for. So that's quite a few tips on getting back to your Zen zone.
But it's huge for sure.
But gratitude is definitely a huge, huge one. So, all right, this one's a biggie.
This is a biggie
for a lot of people, and
this can make you Scrooge if you let it.
We all have them in our lives. We've all had people that trigger, bring out the worst in us, or just maybe you have somebody in your family that just gets under your skin, and then you don't have to see them really very often, but during the holidays you do have to see them, or whatever your situation may be. Maybe you, like we said earlier, maybe you are going through a divorce, and so you do have to and be involved with your ex during this time with the kids, and just different scenarios that come up. Whatever it is, we all have people in our lives that tend to trigger that a little bit of just negativity, that we kind of get that not such a great feeling, and
many times it's even like you literally get sick to your stomach knowing that you have to be around this person who makes you just feel so anxious.
Yeah. So it's really super important to go back, like we were saying earlier, and setting the intention. So that is part of how we would handle the situation and how we do handle the situation. And that is setting the intention before we are going to that holiday gathering. So we would sit in meditation. We would surround ourselves with lots of love and good light, and we would surround that person as well with lots of love and lots of light. And I know that's really difficult for some people to hear, and it's difficult to do, but trust us when we say that it works. And
it's very healing.
Healing.
And this is something that you can do on a regular basis with somebody
not
that you're dealing with, or that
you're
having some animosity towards right now. I mean, this is a great tool to use.
Yes. And so we just really encourage you to take a few moments, and in that morning before you're heading out to the party or whatever it is, and really just send that person some love. And when you get there in the moment, when you get to the party, you'll find that things might go a little bit easier for you. When you really set the intention to go there and be peaceful and be loving and be kind, your vibe, that vibe that you're bringing will radiate, and that other person and the people around you will feel that. So you're really doing not just yourself a good deed, a good service, you're doing that for everybody there. And it just prepares you to have a good experience, to have a good time, because that you've done what you set out to do. You set the attention, and that love and light is going with you, and that you're carrying it with you, and that you're going to have a great time. So you just head out with that, those great vibes,
those intentions.
Yeah.
So another great tool for handling someone that is a trigger for you is to find some way to find compassion for them. And you have to know that when there's somebody who has done wrong to you, who doesn't treat you well, who is constantly digging at you or nitpicking, or whatever your circumstances are with this person, you have to know that it's really not about you, and that is their problem. And you can't take it personal. So one of the best things to do is to find compassion for that person. They are who they are for a reason. They act the way that they do for a reason. They've been through something. And if you can really sit and think about what they could possibly have been through, or what they've been through that could cause this, it really does give you a sense of compassion for them, and it's understanding. And that in itself helps you to not take what they're they're doing personal too.
Right.
You really have to know, and you might be their target. It's just, especially if you're a kind and loving person, and, you could be the target for that. So just know that finding compassion will help you to not take things that they do so personally. It's really not about you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, we've gone into this, and we go into this a lot in our programs about boundaries. But just allow yourself, once you get into that space, to have a little bit of boundaries with that person. If you're feeling like, they're saying things that aren't really kind, and, remove yourself from the situation, go into another room, take a deep breath, let it go, and, even if you have to bring yourself back in that moment to that peaceful place, do it, and then come back into that room. But give yourself, it's okay to have some boundaries with that person. It's okay to not have to subject yourself to whatever it is that they have going on. So just know that you can always go back to that. You can always trust in that boundaries are a form of self-love, and that it's important to have them.
And they're safe conversations, and you have to know when you're not going to allow yourself to have those conversations with people. Yeah, I'm not going to discuss this topic with you because I just know that it's like a no-win situation. And so you
why
have
go
to
there?
Yeah. So why go there? Because that's going to just get you worked up. So know when to walk away. Like Jen said, walk away and be like, I'm not going to go there with you. So yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So that's that. So don't let the Scrooge take over.
Yeah.
You've got some tools now that you can use.
Stay in your zen zone.
So what is one of the best gifts that you can give to others during this time? It's really, and to yourself, is the gift of presence. The presence. Giving the present.
Of presence.
Of presence.
I know, it's a tongue.
It's a tongue twister, and you have to think about it because it's so important. And I found myself the past few days actually really becoming victim to this, because I have been all about getting some deals online. And I'll be the first to admit it. I love a deal. And so Cyber Monday, Black Friday, all online. I basically got all of my Christmas shopping done, and I felt like that I was a little bit consumed with my computer screen. And my kids might have gotten not the best of me right now, but I actually was thinking about this, and I became aware of it, and I was like, I'm done. This is it. I'm going to do that when they go to bed. I'm going to do that like on my own time. And whomever I'm with, if it's my husband, it's like, put the phone down, put the computer down, and really be there for that person, because that's when you remember the moment, and you remember the conversation, and you feel that connection with the other person. And that connection is really what fuels us in life. It's that love that you exchange with somebody that truly lifts you up, fills you up with so much. And you couldn't really ask for anything more than that. So it's so important to do that.
And I think we need to remember too, and this is something that we have to make the choice every single day, is that giving the gift of presence with your own self. You can't give what you don't have.
Amen.
You can't be there for everybody else if you don't take care of yourself. So you have to start with yourself. You have to give that gift of self-love every single day, whatever that means for you. For me personally, that means waking up and doing a meditation and getting in a quick workout. I need that. I know I need that. If I don't get it, I don't have a great energy for the rest of the day. I don't have a great vibe about me, because I didn't get in that time that I know that I need. So you really need to spend some time exploring what it is that you need. And especially right now during the holidays, where we just want to give, we want to give of our time, we want to give gifts, we want to give of ourselves. We just want to be in that that joyous place, but you can't be there if you don't take care of yourself. So this is a huge one. You really have to schedule that in for yourself, and make yourself a priority. So
schedule it in just like you would your nails. Schedule it in just like you would any other appointment. Make that time.
Yeah.
And I feel like I used this excuse like a couple days ago. I was like, oh my gosh, I just don't have enough time in the day. And it's all that it is, an excuse. I mean, we all have the same amount of time, and it's how you prioritize it. It's how you manage it. We need to be a priority. You need to be a priority in your life, and you have to make that time. And you have to know that that 5 or 10 minutes extra that you're going to get up in the morning because of you need to take this time to yourself, I would highly suggest longer than 5 or 10 minutes, but if that's all that you can do right now, then do it. Just take it and, give yourself some love. Have a cup of tea, have a cup of coffee, and wrap up in a blanket.
Right.
And just enjoy that time.
And really be careful about over yesing right now.
Yes.
We all have the tendency, most of us have the tendency to over yes. And especially right now, like, oh, can you come volunteer at this? Can you come do this? Can you be here? Can you be here? How I handle that is I don't say yes right away. Like, you need to take some time to, you just say, you know what, I'm not sure if I can, let me get back to you. And then you take some time, you meditate on it. You really look at your schedule and see if that is something that you can do. That if you have time for that. So really, that's really important. Don't yes.
Yeah. So we know you want to save the world. We do too. But you have to make sure you take care of your own little corner too.
Yes, exactly.
You can't. If you overschedule, that's when you are going to run yourself ragged.
Yeah.
So one more little tidbit is enjoy your beautiful decor in your home. Enjoy the Christmas lights outside. Enjoy the beautiful scenery that you have right now. I love to sit at night on my couch and just look at all the twinkling lights and have a cup of tea or hang out with my husband, which I haven't really done.
Have a glass of wine.
Yeah,
whatever it is that you like. Just take that time. Put your phone away and just chill. Put on some Christmas music. Go for a drive and look at the Christmas lights. Leave your phone at home. Go for a drive and just really be in the moment with all of that and really enjoy it. Yeah. This is a great time. It's meant to be a really joyous and happy time, and it can be if you start applying these little tips and tools. Mm-hmm. So
thank you so much for hanging out with us today in our first Google Hangout.
We love this.
Amazing. I love it. And we know there's lots of you that will be watching this later on, and we're glad that you're taking the time to do that as well.
Yeah, and if you would like to know more about us and what we do in our programs, these are just a small sampling of the tips that we teach our clients. And a lot of these things that we're discussing are not just relevant during the holidays, they're relevant all year long. And like we said earlier,